Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode here of Banish the Doubt. In this episode, what you're about to hear is very, very transformative. This here is from a lecture from David Hawkins. Now, I've spoken about in previous videos how it happens when we come into this world, how we are programmed. But I want to take it a step further and basically talk about how we are barraged. We are under, I don't say under attack, but each day, each moment of our life. And it has to do with a Newtonian way of looking perceptually, the way we look at our world. So, looking through the illusion of causality is what Dr. Hawkins talked about. Causality is the great blockade in our life. It creates a perceptual block. This perceptual block, we can't see it because it's a perceptual block. You can't see what's actually going on. What actually is going on is the presence of source energy, God consciousness, universal intelligence, however you want to define it. We are all part of this source energy, the field, God, consciousness, universal intelligence, whatever you want to call it. You and I, we are a part of that. It's where we come from. But this illusion of causality, the intellect blocks it. 1 second. It's one of this hourglass I talked about in previous videos. This right here, okay, that right there. Think of that as causality. Think of this as the intellect, a great block. We come here, we come through this, come to this world, okay? And right here, the analytical mind, the intellect, is the great block. So the Newtonian paradigm, okay? The world of the ego, the intellect, it sees, okay, perceptually, it sees a this causing of that. This is extremely important to understand this. If you really get this, this is going to jump you ahead spiritually in your life, enlightened. You know, when I was growing up, and probably a lot of you when we were growing up, there was a bad rap, if you will, on spiritual people, enlightened people. And again, it's all the ego. But if you understand this, that this Newtonian way of looking at the world, and I'm going to get into this a little deeper here in a second, is a giant block. Our society, the whole society, is built on this paradigm. Okay, a this causing a that. The Supreme Court upholds it. Scientists verify it. It is built into the language, the way we speak. Movies, media reveal it. It's all prevailing. All prevailing. Now, as I heard this, I thought, let me look at this word prevailing. What's the root of the word prevailing? And when I did my research, I found that the root prevail is prevalere. It comes from the Latin, and it means to be strong or powerful. But it's a perceptual strength. Okay? We're perceiving this. Our society is based on duality, a this causing a that. Stress then is any perception or threat of the ego's existence. That's what stress is. It's any perception of the ego, of getting rid of the ego. The ego is the death of the ego. This is when we're in stress. So I go back to the diagram here, Dr. Bruce Lipton. Okay. Remember, we come into this world in the third trimester. Third trimester, our brains turn on. But everywhere in that first 7 years of our life is the ego. People who raised us, they didn't understand. They did the best they did the best they could, but it's everywhere. So the ego then is really downloaded. The feeling of duality, us versus them, you versus me. This is causing that. Is cemented in, if you will, as a program into our psyche. These first 7 years, 95% of our waking day is spent here. The subconscious, the unknowing, where the perception that we're seeing true reality. True reality is only 5% of our day. And Dr. Joe Dispenza said, we are so enamored, we're so barraged by this. By the time we're 35, we become a memorized set of emotional reactions, perceptions, assumptions, hardwired belief systems by age 35. Because it's everywhere. It is survival. The ego is all about survival, right? And what Dr. Hawkins says, the structure of the ego, it sees everything as causing everything else. It sees everything as causing everything else. You're walking down the street, right? And you trip over a sidewalk. There's a gap in the sidewalk, it's too smooth, whatever it may be. You fall. Well, what people say, I was in front of that restaurant, sue that building, right? And then you go and you sue and, well, okay, here you go. Here's $1 million. Instant millionaire, right? You're standing on the street corner, drive by, car backfires, and it causes you to have a heart attack. Okay, well, what do? Well, you got to go and sue them, sue the owner of the car, whatever. See what I'm saying? This is how we live. There was a sign and you didn't see it. Well, it was in English. It wasn't in Spanish. Oh, well, okay. You gotta go call the company and go sue the company. This is how we live our life. The world of duality, the world of a this verse is causing that. We see it playing out everywhere. So how do we break it then? We break it by knowing that there is no such thing as this causing that. You want to get into your mind, whatever it is you desire to do or be or have, you want to cement that in your mind. You want to live. You want to live from that point. You want to live your life from that perspective. Because all this, everything here you see, is just you. Everything that's playing out is just you. You are drawing all that to you. So everything here that I just established, that Dr. Hawkins talked about, is a perception. You're perceiving it. So every person in your life, you're drawing them to you. So therefore, you want to live your life from, if I am the creator, so if I turn these pages over and it's a blank page, in fact, I'll do that. This is today. This is right now, in this moment, as you're watching me. This is your life. Completely blank. And if I were to tell you Any number you write on there, you can have it. It's yours. I want you to, in your mind, I want you to write your perfect day. You wake up, this is your perfect life. Write it out. Health, relationship, wealth, everything. What would you write? What would your life look like? What kind of clothes would you wear? What kind of people would be in your life? What would your relationship look like? What would the bank account look like? What kind of car would you drive? What kind of house would you live in? Where would you live? How many homes would you own? How many cars would you own? How many, what trip would you take? Where would you go? It's up to you. That right there represents this moment right now, right here. The space over here, because that's it. It's space. The space behind me right here, behind my shoulder, it's just space. You get to fill it in with all the people, with all the events, everything. Because this is truly your life. All the other stuff I put on there is all the stuff from that graph that I talked about, that I showed you when you and I came into. So think like a little line, like an arrow. Okay. Come. In fact, I'll do this. So the space out here, okay, and that's you. Here you are. It's another day. But everything else around here, you get to create with your mind. It is a challenge. Um, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not discounting that. But this is the great challenge of your life. If you want to look at it that way, as a challenge. Each time today, there's no such thing as today, actually, even. But for the rest of your time as a body here on this earth plane, each moment that you see things, perceptually see things as not being that you just wrote down your day. The time it takes for you to remember, this is not me, is referred to as a refractory period. You are you're actually going to create a stronger mind, a stronger brain by remembering, by going back. No. How are you today? I am. Have fun with it. I am a millionaire. And you're getting into a car that's 15 years old. I don't know, whatever, let's just say it. I'm a millionaire. And you're going into an apartment, a one bedroom apartment. That's a perception. Who you say you are in each moment fills this in. You're filling all this in. So who are you? What kind of life do you want to live? Because as you do this, these people start to show up. People start to show up. Events start to take place. I've spoken about this before, and I'll end with this affirmation. If you'd like to use it, go ahead and use it. Anchor it into your mind. I am so happy and grateful. Those two words. happy and grateful. You can put your arms out like this if you want, as an example to the universe. I am so happy and grateful now. When? Now, right here, now that. Money, health, relationships, my perfect relationship, perfect health, whatever, comes to me in increasing quantities on a from multiple sources on a consistent basis. Now here is the link, okay, that anchors that in to where the universe starts to bring you evidence of this. Let's say you're using this, okay? You go outside and you walk into your car and there's a nickel on the ground. It's in that moment you pick it up, you hold it, put it to your heart, and you say, I am so happy and grateful. And you repeat the affirmation because the universe then says, well, we just send you money. Are you qualifying it? Is it conditional? Is your affirmation conditional? There's a story Wayne Dyer talked about. It's a grandmother, a lady who was at the ocean front with her grandson. He's running around playing by the edge of the water. And a huge wave comes and crashes on the shoreline, pulls the little baby right back into the ocean. Gone. Grandmother is just apoplectic. She can't, she's screaming, she's crying. Oh, dear God, please, please bring him back. Please, I'll do anything. Please, please, my grandson. Oh my God, my grandson, please, God. And just then a wave crashes onto the shoreline and spits back the grandson. She is elated. Oh, she's crying. She hugs him. She can't believe that her wish came true. And then she looks at the ocean and looks up at the sky and says, he was wearing a hat. Have a great day.